In today's video, we are going to be doing another agility with adjustments exercise, rendition. I don't know the word for it. You got what I'm saying. And I have two little poles. You can use trash cans, a stool. You can literally use whatever you have in your house. You don't have to think that you have to get something super expensive or anything like that. These were 2x4s that my husband made for me to do some agility in the basement. There is absolutely nothing special about them. And we are going to be practicing barrel sprints from a chair. So let's see how this goes. Atlas has only done this while I have been standing up. So this is new for Atlas too. We did a little bit of practice before we started recording, but other than that, he really hasn't done much. So the first thing I want to do is, since you have already been practicing the, what is that called? Yep, that game, the game where you're asking your dog to go around the pole, trash can, whatever, in one time, then we are kind of going to do the same with this at first. So I'm going to ask Atlas. The cue I'm going to be using is check, which typically means in the agility world, which I'm not claiming to know much about at all, it typically means go over a jump and turn around and look at me. So I'm going to ask Atlas, check, and he's going to have no idea what I'm talking about. So I noticed earlier me having food in my hand was not good. So you can also use something like around or whatever your dog might think of to use or respond to. Around. No clue. So there we go. Yes. So when he goes around the one pole, then I'm going to reward that one. So as you can see, we've just done this with Atlas. So he's on it. He's ready to work. There you go. That's Atlas for you. And then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So around. Yes. And I am also just switching my body language. So I'm looking at this pole. So this is the pole I want him to go around. And then I'm switching over here and I'm looking at this pole. This is the one I want to go around. If you're able to stand, or if you have some extra energy to stand and do this, then it's probably going to be a little bit easier in the beginning, because you can easily walk up to the pole and ask them to go around it, versus just sending them from a chair. So from the chair, you could even scoot your chair a little bit closer so that when you angle your body, you're closer to that pole. Whatever works for you and your dog. Around. Yes. And then I'm just rewarding whenever he comes back to me, especially for being this close. And now we're going into that game that I can't remember the name of. Veto Thinking Games. That's the name. Thanks, MS. And then I'm going to just switch to looking over here. Come here. Around. Yes, good boy. Once your dog is pretty decently good at doing the one, we can try sending them with our hands while facing in one direction. This is a kind of next level of what we're going to do. So, Atlas, come here. I know. Come here. Good. Around. Yes. Around. Yes. I have bigger treats today, so we're moving a little bit slower. Good job. Around. Yes. Around. Yes. Around. Yes. Around. Yes. And now I'm going to try a couple in between feeding. Come here. Around. Close enough. Around. 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 Yes. Good job. Now, when I get to this point where my dog is doing pretty good close up, I can start to increase the distance between me and my dog. So I'm going to scoop my chair back just a little bit. And then we can really work on our send outs this way. Again, I'm not going to claim that I'm the master or the know-all, end-all, be-all with agility. I know very, very little bit, but this is still something you can do with your dog to exercise them indoors. I will also say, if your dog doesn't enjoy something like this, don't do it with them. This game is great for 2 of my dogs, 2 out of 3. My third dog, you can tell he absolutely despises this game, so I don't play it with him. And that's totally fine. I just find a different game to play with him. All right, around. I give him a moment to think. Then I'm also going to face my body. He might have thought I was talking to you, so I'm going to try again. Around. Check, check. Yes, there you go, buddy. Check, check. Yes. Check, check. Yes. I'm not using my hand motion because Atlas is trying to do a nose touch. So for him specifically, I decided not to do it, and that's why. If you guys, if the hand target direction helps, use it. Atlas is obviously very intent on doing a nose touch today. Right. Check, check. Yes. Check, check. Good. Check, check. Yes. Check, check. Yes. Once your dog is really great with this, we can go back to asking for more. Check, check. Check, check. Check, check. Check, check. Not the nose touch, you goofball. That was a good try. Check, check. Yes. Since we ended on the point where that was a mistake, I didn't want to reward the mistake. So I went ahead and asked for something super easy so that I could look for something to reward. Check, check. Check, check. I don't know why you want to do a nose touch so bad, dude. Check, check. Check, check. Check, check. Yes, good boy. I'm going to reward him for doing the check, check instead of booping my hand. So that was perfect. And you can just continue to grow it, asking for more and more before you reward, but always remember to go back to the basics that is just doing one around or check, whatever your word is, and then rewarding, doing another one and then rewarding. You want to always go back to the basics and reward the super easy stuff and not always make it harder and harder. I hope you have a great day, guys. Keep on training.